Supreme Court rulings top our news of the day, but don't miss out on other important stories and analysis, so stay tuned for the entire Liberty News TV report. I'm Norvell Rose. Two big rulings on gay rights from the Supreme Court, and overall a big day for same-sex couples. First on DOMA, the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. Unconstitutional. The High Court essentially gutting the act, striking down a key provision that denied federal benefits to legally married same-sex couples, legally married in the various states. Equal protection, the basis of this ruling. Case number two, coming out of a challenge to California's Proposition 8, that defined marriage as a contract between a man and a woman. Something of an issue dodge here. The Supremes let stand a lower court decision striking down California's Prop 8 ban on gay marriage, a ban that resulted from a referendum approved by the voters of the Golden State, a ban that the state government had refused to enforce. So as all the legal reverberations of the High Court's two rulings on gay rights echo through the land, a very interesting question arises from that Prop 8 decision. Can state governments now simply ignore the results of referenda, properly put forth and voted on and approved by the people? Can state governments decide those referenda, say instituting balanced budget laws, can be ignored? That when it comes to the will of the people, so what? Other news and views, immigration reform. The Senate, under the iron hand of Harry Reid, is driving forward with the Gang of 8 immigration bill. A final vote on the massive measure could come as early as Thursday. New polling indicates that Republican senators who vote aye on the nation-changing measure could face the long-term wrath of usually reliable GOP voters. Meantime, President Obama's favorables are taking a tumble among his usually loyal base. A new Washington Post poll finds that only 58% of Democrats strongly support Mr. Obama, down from 72% in January. Not worrying all that much about his popularity at home, Mr. Obama is off on his grand multi-million-dollar Africa tour, where Baraka-Gaga nations are expected to welcome and treat Mr. Obama like the royalty he apparently thinks he is. IRS hearings continue in the House, with ICE's Oversight Committee trying to get testimony from another IRS official who clams up, claiming the fifth. A vote is set in the committee on Friday as to whether to demand that the previous IRS clam, the notorious Lois Lerner, be compelled to testify. And of course, this probe proceeds in light of the most recent disclosures of IRS corruption, abuse, and stupidity, with some agency officials shown to have charged booze, porn, and other personal items to their official government credit cards. But don't you dare try to pull a fast one with your taxes. In New York City, guess who's pulling ahead in the race to become the next Democrat nominee for mayor? Well, Anthony Weiner, you say? Yep. The former congressman, forced to resign in disgrace, is apparently winning the hearts and minds of the lefty multitudes in an increasingly rotten Big Apple. And on the economic front, that wonderful report the government fed us about the supposedly brisk pace of economic growth in the first quarter, that rosy picture has now faded. The 2.4% GDP growth estimate revised downward to only 1.8%. But hey, Team Obama got what it wanted with the original bogus number, a favorable first impression that the president's economic policies are actually working. That's Liberty News TV for today. I'm Norvell Rose. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you right here next time.